Alright, so in today's video I'm going to be talking about how to speed clear Terramaton. This is going to be a shorter one because Terramaton is actually the least important out of the three module runs to get. Kenai and Fury Edge and even Onslaught are actually good in some situations. I am trying. I want to show you something. I have a shit ton of DPS shells, right? But I am actually building this Onslaught and Fury and this, not this one. A Kenai, Onslaught, White Fang, so that I'm able to speed clear Sharon because momentum does not work on Sharon. So there will be cases where Kenai and Onslaught are just better than momentum. And there are cases where Harvest is better than Fury as well. Just PvP, mainly PvP, right? So although Terramaton is the least important, this one is plain useless. It's useful on maybe Maya, Mio, right? Mio the healer, and Valerian, I guess, but other than that, it's pretty niche. Fury Edge is obviously really good on all DPSs. So as soon as you get 3 good Fury Edges, you kind of never want to farm Terramaton ever again. For the most part, I will actually be farming Terramaton, even though my account is over 2 months old. I will be farming Terramaton for a little bit. I want to get some good Kenai and Onslaught pieces, just so that I'm able to speed clear Sharon. Am I going to be farming Sharon? No, I just want to build a speed team for all dungeons in the game. Let's talk about the speed teams for this one. The one that I'm going to be talking about is actually anything with Beyontin is a manual clear. I'm pretty sure. I'm not actually entirely sure, but I'm almost positive. Anything with the Beyontin. Oh, this is after the update, right? After her buff. I assume it's after her buff. Now she's going to deal stupid damage to bosses, which is insane. I assume this is after the buff, which just happened today. So the speed team with Terramaton is going to consist of either a dot team, which is straightforward, or the Veronica variant. And I will talk about Veronica for a bit as well. If you have Veronica, I only use Veronica ever here. Let's go, which one? Yeah, accuracy. Yeah, this is the good one. You want Veronica on a fast Codex of Magic so that she can move twice before your Terramaton moves. And the thing about Veronica, when she gets hit, she actually gets a 30% boost here. No, here. 25%. It goes up to 35%. So it's kind of like a gigabyte when she gets hit. You can also do it with the Strive. You can get away with running a Strive on her. Maybe if this was Strive, this would have been perfect actually. You wouldn't need as much speed on her. And then you just want dieting to be decently built. Does he have shit career? Oh, it's dieting. I barely use dieting. That I almost forgot what he does. And you want Dinah to be to move after Terramaton. You do not want her to move before because of the Soul Word buff that Veronica gives. And then Freya, you want Freya to be slower than Chloros, but with Revelation, you don't want her to be dealing damage. You just want her to proc Chloros' second hit as soon as possible. This Chloros has 100% crit rate because of type advantage. He's a bit fast. He can be fast. He doesn't need to be fast, he just needs to be faster than Freya. And the speed tuning between each of the units needs to be big enough so that none of your units cut before others, because what happens is Veronica buffs randomly, buffs your units. She has like a chance-based buffs. So sometimes one of your units is going to get 2 buffs, sometimes they're going to get 1 buff, sometimes they're not. No, I think the Soul Word is guaranteed. So sometimes some of your units are going to get 1 buff, and then some of your units are going to get 2 buffs. So you want the speed between them to be more than 4%, because Freya actually boosts your AP by 4% for each buff you get. But this is because my Freya S1 is max. For you, for most people, it's going to be 3%. So you want the speed difference between most of your units, yeah, at least 3% speed, so that something like that never happens. Let me show you the Veronica run. She's gonna strip the immunity. She's gonna apply it on some and then some not. If she doesn't strip the immunity, same with Aurora, your run is just fail. Like, no speed clear for the most part is like 100% consistent. So of course is gonna hit, right? Freya's gonna, if Freya applies her debuff, this is gonna be a 30-second run. She doesn't, so this is gonna be a 40-second run now, because dieting is not gonna be able to kill, even with a Chloris follow-up. So this is gonna go from a 30-second run. You see, Veronica's moving before Terramaton for the second time, and this run is just guaranteed to win. Let me actually just leave. I don't want to waste stamina. I can show you where Rhea applies her debuff, how this run goes. The video is not going to be too long because Terramaton is not really that important. You kind of want to prioritize Doki Doki before Terramaton, especially because Terramaton is actually, if you're not killing him, if you're not doing one of those teams, like if you just want to clear Terramaton normally, he is one of the hardest dungeons to beat him. For no reason, absolutely. Okay, now she does her debuffs. Now Terramaton is dead. Terramaton should die here. Now he's dead. Now it's like a 31-second run, right? 31, yes. Dog shit piece. So that's kind of the whole point of the turret clears. I will go to the other team. I will try to see how people are clearing it. I'm not going to go for the clear time. This is a dot team. Let's go to show owned animuses. This is new, right? This has to be new. Oh, you can obviously use Lilium instead of Chloros. Because Lilium has Insane Burst. This was before the buffs, actually. That's crazy that this is before the buffs. So Lilium dieting works, dieting Chloros works, dieting Yeli works. I'm not sure why. Oh, because I'm 100% sure there has to be some Yeli teams here. Yeah, dieting Yeli works. Chloros Yeli instead of dieting, if you are that rich that you only build 5-star DPSs, is like kind of the same thing. Even this Freya is not even on Revelation. I mean, I guess with Yeli, you don't. Yeli's on Revelation, so she's gonna proc Chloros' follow-ups easily. Lily, there's actually a lot of variations to this, but I think the Veronica one is the safest by far. It's much safer than the Valerian one. Beyontin, is this an auto clear? Some Beyontin clears will be auto because you just want her for the buffs. And it's kind of just the same concept. Instead of a Freya, you have a Beyontin, and then instead of a Chloros, you have a Lee. You can mix and match these teams. His Veronica is much faster than mine. That's an insane codex, actually. I guess that's kind of the one thing that you need is you want a Veronica, or you can go like if you have a Swiftrush Strive and you don't have the third one. I think that will work as well, because you're getting a 10% boost from Strive, but you still want your codex to at least have like 20 speed. You want your codex to be fast. Yeah, just give your fastest gear to Veronica. That's kind of the only constraint that maybe some struggle with. If you don't have a fast Veronica, I'm actually not sure what else you can do. Well, let's see. I'm actually just curious about Messiah speed clears. They don't exist really. If you don't have a fast codex, then I think Speed Terramaton is not going to be that plausible for you. Unless you have a dot team. If you have a dot team, then what are you doing here watching this? Your time. Or if you have... I don't know if this is auto or manual. I actually don't know. But how does this team even work? Because wouldn't Terramaton just nuke your ass? I guess they're all moving before Terramaton. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the point. Does Lilium just one-shot Terramaton then? Because that sounds insane if it is the case. I'm struggling to see how this team works, but good for him. There's a Chiaki team here. Chiaki, Heinrich. How does this team work? Oh, because Chiaki boosts AP. I guess this one depends on how many follow-ups your Ellie does. I would just suggest going for the rankings and go to own animuses and kind of just try to look at the speed tuning and the whole strat for this. Like this one, for example, this is a DPS Fangus. I've seen strats like this, DPS Fangus. I haven't really seen how it works. I don't need to use a DPS Fangus. I think a count would be amazing on him because of the follow-up. Count is good on anyone that acts outside of their turn. And otherwise, it's a normal team. Because there was just an update like a few seconds ago. This is another variation of the team. This is just a dot team. Nothing crazy. Golden, Dieting, another DPS Vegas. I think Sean B is the one that made the. Yeah, I'm not sure because I've seen a lot of big YouTubers would make videos on teams that I already made videos about, but I'm not gonna say that they stole it. I obviously not, right? Like I make a video, people use the teams in the video. Some people might just figure it out without watching the video, right? At the end of the day, because there is the recent clears, there is the profiles, there's a lot of ways that people can find out good teams to use for a specific dungeon. So I'm not gonna take all the credit, but I've seen a lot of people make videos. For example, the Ringo Kutsu team. The fucking what's his face? Vice, the Vice team. When I made the Vice video, I've never seen anyone use Vice on Ringo Kutsu. Me personally, maybe I did, and I'm just forgetting. I have the memory of potato. I don't know, but yeah, I've seen a lot of people weeks after I made the video also make the Ringo Kutsu videos. But that's besides the point. I'm not really gonna take it. Peace. So that's it for the Terramaton team. Just try to, if you don't have a fast Veronica, try to use Strive, and if you just cannot do that at all, then you can go to rankings and try to figure out other teams. If you have a Lilium, if you have a Yelly, these two are great here. Be creative. Just be creative, and it will sort itself out. So see you in the next video.